Welcome back to News Geelong as we move into the world of Geelong sport and our very own Mitch Scoop Cleary.
Thanks, Rollo. First up tonight in sport, we speak to Michael Knight, who was best on ground for Werribee Centrals as they beat North Geelong on the weekend at the Werribee Duck Pond.
Really tough game and a very important win for Werribee Centrals.
Yeah, well, depending on other results, I think we're back in the 5 now, so it was a good win. North Geelong had knocked up a couple of good sides this year, and the ground was in pretty bad nick, but the weather was okay, but it was just a slog all day, and full credit to them. They ran it out and really gave us a test.
Well, we've had a few of the results, and it looks like we're not only in the 5, or you're not only in the 5, you've gone to 4th position, but a pretty tough run home. You probably still have to beat a couple of the good sides.
Yeah, definitely. We have to take a scalp if we want to be any chance later on in the year, I think. So we've got Belmont next week, and then we've got the 2 probably toughest trips, Bellpost here and then East away. So we've got to win at least one of them, you'd think. And the way we played today, I think we're a big show, and a few of the boys are starting to really gel together, and yeah, I think we're a massive chance.
Mate, one of the lowlights of today's game is everyone has seemed to get the ball, as we said in the call. They couldn't kick it properly. But I reckon you've had 27 kicks and 27 went to a man. What do you put that down to, mate?
Oh, well, I think you've got to thank the other boys there for running a bit harder, but just give it some air and let the other blokes do the work. But today, like I said, the ground was pretty no good, and the ball was like a cake of soap by the end of it. But it was just, it really was a slog, and it probably wasn't pretty to watch, so I apologise to anyone that had to watch that, but we'll take the 4 points any day of the week.
Thanks, Michael. Now we're down to the Geelong Racing Club to speak to Development Manager John Dunn for all the action from last Friday's race meeting on the synthetic track, with a special interview with Damien Oliver, who rode 2 winners.
Big day's racing, 10 races on the synthetic here on Friday afternoon. Cold, wintry, but dry afternoon in July. Even the opening event, the Mark Kavanagh trained mare, the Empress. 2-year-old filly, she improved from her first up 8th at her debut, and she proved too strong in the opening event.
And then High Aims followed Lunar Mission, but the Empress has a kick here at the 150, raced about 2 lengths in front of Stone Lucky. High Aims, Perfect Note, then Miss Pusagato. In front is the Empress, though, and she'll hold them at bay. The Empress won at 2 lengths to High Aims second.
The grand old galloper Phasmos has been racing in country cups with a bit of distinction of late. He appreciated the drop in class this afternoon and proved too good, with promising young apprentice Jackie Berryman in the saddle.
Phasmos is looming up, though, as a big chance. Inora just battling at the moment near the inside. She's got plenty of room to get through. Whiskey Cruft starting to run on. Phasmos goes to Riveted. Inora, Whiskey Cruft from the back closes within a length. It's Phasmos just in front from Inora and Whiskey Cruft. Phasmos holding a margin, though, and Phasmos back into the winners list today.
Bill and Simon Wild combined with top jockey Damien Oliver in the 0 to 58 distance handicap with Reckless Rat. By gee, they were a tired lot in the home straight, but the Rat was too strong in the run home.
Moose Market tackled by Reckless Rat. Reckless Rat out beyond the middle. Goes to Moose Market. Clear of Sky Pharaoh. Reckless Rat. Moose Market. Then Sky Pharaoh. Reckless Rat finishing 2 stoutly though. And Reckless Rat won it by a length and a half.
Now speak to winning jockey Damien Oliver.
Came in for the 3rd time. Boxer, he drew better today than he had been the horse of late, and that was probably the key.
Yeah, it was. He was able to hold a bit closer posse, and they steadied up off the back there. I was able to get off the fence and get him moving into the race.
He lugged a bit on the turn. Was it just him on the surface, or was it just him?
Just him. It's the first time I've ridden him, but he just wanted to get out a little bit. Of course, he was the outside horse, had nothing really helping getting around, but wasn't too much for concern.
Progressive?
Yeah, he stays well. He just keeps going for you, and he's an ideal sort of horse on this track where you can take off and they can maintain that momentum.
Well done.
Thanks.
Racegoers here this afternoon may well have seen a future star in the form of the 4-year-old galloper Windsor Edition. This John Smurden trained galloper streeted his rivals on debut here a fortnight ago, and he did likewise this afternoon.
Then Fine Diner. Gee, Windsor Edition's got a big job still to do from there. He's getting a go on now, though. It's Pimento Armani Black, and here's Windsor Edition. In the space of about 3 strides, he's turned the race around, and Windsor Edition scooted through, grabbed the front, moved away, and in the end it was never really in any doubt.
And that's the wrap-up of a competitive day's racing here on the synthetic on a Friday afternoon. And, of course, we're back on again this Friday. Back to you, Mitch.
Thanks, JD. Now we speak to the best man on the ground between St Mary's and Newtown and Chewell on the weekend at Aylesbury Reserve.
Well, best on ground in this vital game against St Mary's is Newtown VFL player Rob Condy. How do you feel about perhaps moving into the top final 5 after today's game?
Oh, it's a great feeling. Yeah, look, it was such a great game to come from behind after three-quarter time, and boys showed a lot of heart and a lot of guts, so we couldn't be more happy, to be honest, yeah.
Well, it was 20 points down at three-quarter time. You came home with full sails blazing, 12-point victory, and you couldn't have asked for more, I guess.
No, we couldn't. No, look, Jacob spoke about the past players being there today, and we thought we had a bit of run in our legs after three-quarter time, and yeah, I suppose we showed that. We finished the game, the head of steam.
Well, it was a great team effort. Your defence was fantastic, and there were some great individual efforts also. Desperation in that last quarter.
Yeah, efforts from Matty Grant, who did about an 80-metre effort, kicking the ball on the ground, keeping going and stuff like that. Matt McMahon, he's always on the bottom of the packs, and he copped a fair few knocks today, along with Dave McVilly. And Sandy Robertson rucked by himself all day, and rucked against a good ruckman. And he's going to have a few bruises come tomorrow.
Yeah, we noticed the 228 Snowden for St Mary's and Sandy. Yeah. They were at each other all day, but to Sandy Robinson's credit, he just rucked tirelessly, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's not the biggest. He's not the most solid ruckman. Every ruckman's got about 10 to 15 kilos on him every week, but he's got a massive heart, and he loves the club, and we all love him, yeah.
But more importantly, Rob, this is about you. You played a ripper game today. That experience in the VFL obviously helping you when you come back to local footy?
Yeah, it does help. Doing a big pre-season over summer helps everybody. You got to make sure you do all the work so you can, you're able to do that extra bit of running, or, make that extra tackle or whatever you have to do. But yeah, no, it's good.
Well, I recall just a few weeks ago you rolled your ankle playing in VFL, and that must have been a bit of a setback for you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had 3 weeks off after that. It's always going to be sore until the rest of the year, but you deal with that. But it's good to be over that, and we've got a few injuries still at Newtown, but hopefully we're all getting fit at the right time of year.
Thanks, Rob. That's all we have time for in sport tonight. Be sure to catch us Friday. But for now, it's back to you, Rollo.
Thank you, Mitch. And now for all the weather conditions expected for Geelong and the Surf Coast over the next 6 days, let's look at the week ahead. Tomorrow, Thursday, will be mostly sunny with an expected top of 15. Friday will see partly cloudy conditions with isolated showers from the morning and the chance of thunderstorms from midday, a top of 14. While Saturday will be partly cloudy with isolated showers from the late morning and a chance of thunderstorms near the coast and a top of 13. Sunday will continue to be partly cloudy with isolated showers and possible hail. The chance of thunderstorms on the Surf Coast and a top of 13. Monday will continue with the partly cloudy conditions and isolated showers with a top of 13, while Tuesday will be partly cloudy with isolated showers later in the day and a top of 13. Today it was mostly sunny following areas of morning frost. We reached the top today of a cold 12 degrees. And that's the bleak winter weather outlook for Geelong and the Surf Coast. Thank you for joining us on News Geelong this evening. To Auntie Bev Finnemore, who enjoys News Geelong and her beloved Bell Park Dragons, remember, Bev, take your time and smell the flowers. From all the team at News Geelong, enjoy the rest of the evening and a very good night.